Hello, this is Diego from Foambyte. Today I'm going to show you how to build a recipe in a recipe studio. First of all, we go here in foambyte.com and we're going to see the login button here. If you do not have an account, you can sign up with your email and password. So let's go here to login. We're going to see this welcome message. And then, very important, we start building our recipes in either Recipe Studio or My Recipes. Let's go here. Okay, first of all, we're gonna see this model. I already have some recipes here, but if you are this is your first sign in, you're gonna see the sample recipes and the new recipe button. The sample recipes will have the name of the style, so you can start from some bases to build your own recipe. For example, if you want to build some lager, you can use this one. You're gonna build some stout, you can start with this mockup. But let's go from scratch. Let's go here to new recipe. Okay, now we're here on our recipe builder. So first of all, we name a recipe. New recipe. Okay. Then we choose our style. This is the BJCP style guide. So let's go with an American IPA, very popular style. You can see the insights of the style here. This is the recipe summary. We're going to see this later. And this is the scale button. So this one will activate once we get some ingredients and we can scale the recipe with same proportions. Let's go. Well, I'm from Mexico, so I use the liters here is the metric system, but in settings you can choose gallons or any other system. You can also customize your own system, but we're gonna start with liters because this I'm used to it. So also you can choose language, English, Spanish, and Portuguese. Okay, let's go here. First of all, we see first calculations here. For 50 liters, we're gonna have a pre-boil volume of 56 liters without ingredients, and still no gravity. Okay, let's go here with a brewhouse system. We have many systems here from Foambyte. You can choose your own brewhouse system in brewing profiles, but let's choose this one. And then it's important to know your brewhouse system, very important for brewing calculations in our software. So our system is 80% efficient. So the brewhouse capacity is 80 liters. We're going to 50 liters for batch volume. Okay, then mash tun dead space loss and lauter dead space loss. This is the loss of our brewhouse equipment. So any percentage you consider in your equipment, it's okay, 2:1. Okay. Then mash. This is very important model here in Foambyte. We got the mash schedule. We have 3 radio groups here. Single infusion, multiple steps, no mash, only boil. This one, for example, works fine with mead, or for example, a beer you do with only extract, or you do not use any mash, you choose here. And it just configures the boil. But it's an American IPA. We got a single infusion. Then we can choose here the mash system, which is all grain, and the mash system efficiency insights. But as I tell for calculations, the most important one is the brewhouse system efficiency. Then we got the mash radio. Okay, this is important. We're gonna have a clean beer, not so heavy, low body. So we're gonna choose a thin mash. with thin low body mash. And okay, based on that configurations, we got a placeholder here. This is in Celsius, low temperature for mash. So we can have a very dry beer, low body, it's okay. And time, these both are ranges, time and temperature. Boil time, we're gonna go up here. We're gonna have very, we're going to have Pilsen malts and um, only base malts, so it's important to volatilize all the DMS of our ingredients. Boil evaporation rate, it's in percentage per hour, it's okay for our system. And then the drop loss rate, it's an American IPA, so we go up here because we're gonna use more hops than a regular beer. Okay, water, we're gonna leave this later because we need some ingredients to activate the mash and validate the calculations. And the brew cycle, this is the how we see or how we plan our recipe in the cold side part. So it's a very low body recipe, not so many malts, so it's gonna have a few days of fermentation. Clean fermentation, 16 to 19 Celsius. Conditioning, I think 10 days is more than enough. This one will be verified in our batch when we get that module of batch, but this is just the first insight. Okay, we're not gonna have clarification, filtering, lagering. Let's go here for, this is the carbonation profile. So we're gonna choose, well, we're gonna do American IPA profile. And it's gonna be forced or priming sugar, no? We choose forced, but here in calculations, we got the even in the CO2 volumes or the grams per liter if going for primary, no? And temperature for carbonate, I'm going to say 2 Celsius to 3 Celsius. Safe, okay. Now we're going to start having some ingredients. Here in this table, we go to this bottom and start adding ingredients or creating new ingredients from fermentables, hops, yeast, and other ingredients which are not fermentable ones. Okay, so let's go with the 2-row malt. This one from RAR. We're having 50 liters, let's say, maybe 13 kilograms. And this is the step. So this is the step of the ingredient. I mean, the step in which the ingredient is added to our production. So this one will be added in mash, so mash rest is okay. And the lobby bonds of the malt. This will impact the beer color. The color, we can see it here of our beer, and this is the range of the BJCP style color reference. Okay, let's go here, and we're gonna choose our Pilsen malt. Let's go for this one from Mexico. Let's say 3 kilograms, 1.6 lobby bonds. Okay. Okay, let's see our gravity. It's 1.64. I think it's okay. I think it's time to add the yeast so we can know the alcohol we're gonna have and maybe start moving the vitals towards it after the before the hops. let's go here. Okay, a very clean yeast from Fermentis, the Safely US 05. Okay, 50 liters, let's say 25 grams. And we can choose the attenuation rate here from our yeast. I think 80 is okay. And as I told before, the step of the ingredients used in production. Well, of course, in primary fermentation, this one. Let's go add existence. Okay, so we have now our ABV. It goes a little up to 8.3 with this kilograms. So we're gonna have adjustments here directly to 6. Okay, so now we have our OG and our ABV, and as we can see, the amounts of our fermentables goes down because we adjust directly here in our scale buttons. Okay, then the most important part for American IPA, the hops. Let's choose some Citra, tropical, citrus punch. Let's go with Yakima Chief. Okay, maybe let's go here. Let's go with 100 grams, 20 grams maybe. Important to see the off acid. This one will contribute to our IBU as long as we choose to add it in boil. So it's gonna in medium boil the step for 35 minutes. Okay, now we got here the IBU. I think it's okay near 60 IBU, very good for American IPA. The ABV and OG all in green. Okay, so now we will have some maybe Simcoe. Let's go with this one in pellet, but we're gonna add this one only for aroma and flavor. Let's say 30 grams in Whirlpool. As we can see here, it says no IBU contribution, only flavor and aroma. That's okay because we're not adding this hop for bitterness, just for aroma, and Whirlpool does not contribute a lot to IBU, so it's 5 minutes. Still our same IBU. Then let's go here for let's use dry hopping technique, maybe mosaic. Let's go with some mosaic, but we're gonna use some cryo hop. It's better for an American IP and in late additions because it does not have many vegetable vegetable material in it, so we're gonna lose a little bit more in our process and very good for flavor. Okay, so we can see cryo hop, it's more intense here, and we're gonna choose dry hopping technique. Also, we can choose dry hopping or by stages. As so we say dry hopping. Okay, no IBU contribution at this step. I'm gonna say 3 days added at high cryols, and here we use our notes, or we can choose drag high crossing directly here. High crossing. Let's go here. Very common to say dry hopping. Okay, so now we have our new recipe, this amazing American IPA in Foambyte, still we're gonna choose the water. So here we have already our mash volume, lauter volume, and total volume. The modifications we made here will be based on our mash volume. So here we choose our source. We can choose any of our source waters we choose in our profiles, or we can have also these ones profiles. Let's say a municipal tap water with these ions, and our target will be an American IPA profile of water. So we can see the ions here, and our software will calculate how many salt additions we need. So let's go here. Okay, they told us for 50 liters we'll have 4 grams of gypsum for this profile of hops to try to be near the ions of the profile. So let's say save. And okay, we have our recipe now. Here, as I say, you can scale the recipe with the same proportions. If you made a mistake, you can go undo or redo. I didn't use this one because I wanted to show you the whole software, but if you made any mistakes, you just click undo or redo. The BJCP style detail and the summary recipe ready to brew here with our vitals. Then go here with our ingredients with the steps in it, the amount, the mash schedule and boil, the brew cycle insights, our water calculations, and recipe notes. So this is how you build a recipe in Foambyte. Thank you very much. Hope you try it.